Computer. Ops.
So, Ambassador, the Sythians, did they say anything about the drones?
The Sythians want something from us, Captain. To travel with them.
Travel with them to where?
The Elder Sythian wants us to travel to his homeworld, to protect it.
I see.
The younger Sythian wants us to go to the Citadel, to destroy it.
The Sythians mentioned Citadel earlier, didn't they?
The junior one said it was a factory. He also said it was dead.
I find that surprising, considering its impressive output of drones.
They indicated that the Citadel was far away, whatever that means.
Well, it's a start.
I asked them why the drones have targeted us for destruction.
Good. And they said?
Cleanse war.
Any theories?
They're mistaking us for some kind of military target.
The Cardassians did build this station like a fortress, Bannock. Let's move on. Anything else about the drones?
The Sythians apparently know how to blind the drones.
Lieutenant, the Ambassador is on to something.
I'm listening. Something about blind?
Go on, Bannock.
The Sythians said Theta. Does that help?
Theta.
Theta? Theta band emissions, theta particles, theta matrix compositors. What else did they say?
The Sythians said dust.
Dust. Makes sense to you, Dax?
Sounds like theta particles. Theta particles will block their sensors. Overload them, probably.
We can use deuterium.
Vent it to an auxiliary reactor and bombard it with RF.
Do it. Get Carlton to help you. We haven't much time, Bannock. The plasma disruption is winding down.
Did the Sythians say anything about the next drone attack?
It'll be spearheaded by what they call scavengers. The Sythians expect the station to be destroyed.
They're positive about this.
Yes, sir. The drones seem to be relentless.
Now, we're sure Carrick's murderer is still on the station.
Don't tell me. Another killing?
Oh, no. Odo has pinpointed the time of Carrick's death. He was killed after the last transport successfully left the station. But a good hour before the Odessa, the courier ship carrying Rasmus, Johnny Theron, Quark, and those Lycosians failed to get underway.
When exactly did the Sythians arrive?
Over an hour before Carrick's death, we notified Carrick of their arrival, but he insisted on waiting for you. So they remain suspects in this case.
Has Mr. Odo finished analyzing the DNA scans?
Mr. Odo? No, not yet. But Odo expects results any time now.
If that's all, Captain, I'll be going.
Did you know Carrick left us some tricorder readings? Dax thought you'd be interested in seeing them. Ambassador, your success with the Sythians may give us the edge we need. If we can block the drones' sensors. Well done.
Thank you, Captain. You wanted to see me?
Help me with something, Bannock. When you were listening to Carrick's logs, did you hear any reference to Terrigen radiation?
Why do you ask?
A bizarre coincidence. I analyzed Carrick's tricorder scans of the devices he brought back from the Gamma Quadrant. Like everything else, the data is pretty much obliterated. But one thing did come through. Strong Terrigen radiation as the devices are operated.
Strong Terrigen radiation. What effect does that have?
Prolonged exposure has been known to cause confusion, paranoia, and eventually seizures in humanoid life forms.
What do these devices do, exactly?
We still don't know, unless the Sythians told you.
Didn't Odo mention something about Terragan readings here on this station?
Yes, that's the coincidence. Or...
You think the devices are operating on the station right now?
Exactly.
You're thinking what I'm thinking. The devices are connected to the drones. Transponders, maybe.
My first thought exactly. So I did a detailed scan of the station, and know what I found? No drone structures, but more life forms on Deep Space Nine than we're supposed to have. The readings were somewhat anomalous. The computer tried to convince me they were vole swarms.
Voles?
Not just any voles, Bannock. Cardassian voles. Oh, the place is crawling with them.
Anomalous? You mean not quite normal?
Yes, the life forms are being screened by something or surrounded by some sort of field.
How many more life forms are you reading, and where are they?
I'm reading 6 more life forms. Species? Unknown. Locations? Variable all over the station, and impossible to pin down.
I'll keep my eyes open, Lieutenant.
Dax, hold that turbolift. Ambassador, step over here, please. Odo has some new information for you. Cisco to Odo. Constable, I have the Ambassador with me.
The DNA scan results.
Yes. Carrigs, of course. Lycosian DNA. Lots of it.
The Lycosians in the brig.
Let me finish, Captain. Lycosian DNA. At least 6 individuals. And a human female. That's it.
6 Lycosians.
And a human female.
So Rasmus is no longer a suspect. She's a Bajoran.
That is correct.
Johnny Theron.
The double girl at Quark's bar. She's a human female, but
not the murdering type. You'd be surprised, Captain.
You have 2 Lycosians in the brig?
Yes. You remember them. They admit to entering Carrick's quarters, but claim he was already dead at the time. Someone seems to have told them that Carrick was carrying something valuable.
Quark.
So what you're saying is at least 4 Lycosians unaccounted for, still on this station somewhere. Johnny Theron mentioned a band of red Lycosians. They overheard the blue ones talking about a shipment.
A shipment?
From the Gamma Quadrant. It was gonna make them rich.
You've done well, Ambassador. I've gotten nothing out of Johnny Theron at all.
What's your theory, Odo?
It's time for me to have a talk with our stowaways. I'll have to find them first. And Johnny Theron, being a human female, is also a prime suspect.
For a man who wanted to be left alone, Carrick certainly had a lot of visitors.
None of my security sweeps show any sign of stowaways.
I think Dax may know why. She did a detailed scan and found extra life forms, but the readings were anomalous. The computer labeled them vole swarms.
I do see plenty of those.
Stowaways. Potentially murderers. Constable, security measure Cobalt?
Measure initiated, Captain. Quark's signaling me from his bar. I better go see what he wants. Odo out.
You look concerned, Ambassador. Wherever the stowaways are hiding out, Cobalt should keep them there, until security can deal with them. Anything else, Ambassador?
What is security measure Cobalt, Captain?
Anti-intruder alert, Bannock. It's actually a Cardassian program. Modified, of course. Still somewhat extreme.
What would you like me to do now, Captain?
See if you can find Johnny Theron, and stand by for further instructions.
Thank you, Captain. I'm on my way.